Hi everyone, happy Monday. I'm here to talk about the new update that we recently pushed to MoFlo Cloud last Thursday. The update was successful. It is now live on the website and you can see it for yourself. All data that was existing in the platform prior to this upgrade has been preserved and is now loaded into the platform, so you will see that when you first log in. Today, I'm going to be taking a little bit of time to walk you through some of the new features and upgrades that have happened across the platform that were requested by you guys to improve and enhance your experience using MoFlo Cloud and how it supports your business. I'm going to be doing a walkthrough for a few different apps, as well as an important walkthrough of some of the high-level things that may have changed across any of the tools or the platform itself. I'm also going to be starting off with a few quick things to note for every single customer. So if you don't want to watch the entire video with all the new features and upgrades, you can get all the most important information right here at the start. The only thing that's requested of you right now for MoSocial to be able to work as it should is for you to go in and quickly reconnect your accounts. I'm going to show you a few ways to do this very easily. Here, if you go to MoSocial like you normally do, whether you navigate from the dashboard or from your apps up here, you'll see that mine are currently connected, but the way to actually reconnect them is either to go here, which will bring me to my MoSocial settings. You should see this as blank, so unconnected for all of these. You'll easily be able to click, re-sign in, and connect the account, and it will appear as connected once that has actually completed. The other way you can do it is if you're very used to the create page, you can come over to here in MoSocial, and if you tap down here, you can manage any of these directly from here, and it'll open up the account connection from here as well. So no matter where you go in MoSocial, just make sure that before you start creating more content, if you're planning on posting, make sure to reconnect your accounts first. That way you're all good to go. For all of our MoBlogs fans, this is one that has been heavily requested. We have now enabled the feature for anybody with a WordPress-based website to post directly to their website from MoBlogs. You don't have to leave MoFlo Cloud at all. We have also allowed you to attach header images to the blogs. The header images I will show you later on, but in terms of connecting your website to MoBlogs, either simply set up a meeting with me, Jeremiah, or any of our other customer success managers. Feel free to respond to this email and say, hey, can you help me set it up? Or if you'd like to try to give it a go on your own, I will say it is a little technical, but feel free to just respond to the email and say, hey, I'd like to give it a go. And I will send you the quick instructions for how to go into your WordPress website if you have access to your website, and how to get the right credentials to put into the MoFlo system so that you are ready to post directly to your blog. Just to show you as a quick thing, I'm going to show you what it looks like when you do post straight to your blog. You're going to come here. This is the new page for blogs where you will see all of your blogs. All you have to do is click publish, and that will go up to your blog. In terms of creating with the header images, if you come here, I'm going to skip over to step 2 really quick. This is a new field where you can now attach an image. You can either upload it or choose it from library. Last thing I want to cover really quick at the high level is MoMail. MoMail has also received some changes recently, and the integration that we have built, requested by you guys, is Mailchimp. If you have another provider that you would like to use that you currently send your mail through, please let me know, and we can also put that on the list going forward as providers that we can continue to build out. Currently, if you do use Mailchimp, Mailchimp now has a connection to MoFlo Cloud, so you don't need to leave MoFlo Cloud at all to create emails and send them out to your campaigns in Mailchimp. That connection happens at the same level. Go to the settings for your apps, right? So if you navigate either over there or on any of the apps, if you click the little settings icon, it'll take you to the correct settings for that app, and you can see it's right next to our other ones that I just went over. So if you do use Mailchimp, I recommend connecting this so that you can start to use it with your MoMail pipeline. That wraps up all of the features at a high level that you need to actually go and change quickly to get the most out of MoFlo Cloud. If you'd like to stick around, Jeremiah and I are going to walk you through all of the changes that happened so that you can really understand everything across the platform to maximize the value you get from us.
I am happy to present the new library page to you guys. After listening to your guys' feedback, we have vastly changed the viewing experience for the library. I am currently looking at all of my files in my library. If I wanted to look at the MoFlo specific files, I would click on the MoFlo tab right here. Or if I wanted to look at the uploaded library files, I would click on the Uploads tab. On each of the individual files, I can see some high-level details, such as where the file was created from, the type of file, and the date it was created. For each of the individual files, I can click on them to get an expanded view, or I can hover on the top right here, click on the 3 dots, and see what else I can do with the file. If you come to the top right here and click on Create File, it'll take you to the specific app that you want to head into. If you click on Upload, you can drag and drop files into the library. You can also upload from Google Drive. We are in the process of our Google Drive verification, so if it doesn't work at the time of viewing this video, just know that it is in the process and we will send you guys an update. We've also added some sort and filter functionality. I can sort from newest like I'm on right now. I can also sort by oldest. As for the filters, you can filter by each individual app or the individual uploads. And by clicking on this icon right here, you'll bring your library into a list view.
Now that you know your new library, I'm going to be taking you over to MoSocial. So there's been quite a few changes across some of the app pages, all based on the feedback that we got from all of you guys. When I log into MoSocial now, you'll see that I default on the post page. This is where I very easily see my drafts. I can post them immediately, or I can schedule them out. I can also see what has been recently posted and also what's upcoming if I have anything scheduled out. I can also see which platforms I have actively connected and easily go back to settings to change any of the accounts or connect something else. I can also navigate straight to create from here if I click on this button. Taking us over to the create screen, you can now see that all 4 captions easily fit on the entire screen. I can easily choose the topic here or type in a prompt of my own. This will generate captions as you normally expect. So I'm going to put something in here about dogs, and I'm going to submit that. It'll now come back to me with my captions as I'm used to in my MoSocial Create experience. Great, now my captions arrived. Here I can see each of the captions here by platform, and I can easily edit them inside the box that they're in. If I'd like to change anything, I can also see the number of hashtags when I'm in on a certain caption, like if I hover on that actual caption, and I can also see the characters and if I'm at the limit or not. I'm going to head over to step 2 by clicking on the step 2 button in the bottom right. Now that I'm on step 2, you'll see that no longer do you have to click the button to create photos from captions. They start generating automatically. Flow is going to create those for you. At the same time, if I'd also like to write in my own idea and maybe I have something else I want to use, I can type that idea in here and those will generate right down here. So maybe I'll do a photo of dogs. We've also added this new toggle to the left of the flow bar, which allows you to have your logo either be used or not used in the image generation. If you'd like to use your logo, make sure that your logo is up to date in the knowledge page before proceeding. And then feel free to click go. As these images load, I'd like to take the time to explain that up here, these toggles, obviously they show you which accounts are connected, but if it's flicked on, that means that you will be posting to that platform. If you'd like to only post to one platform, for example, I would turn off the other 3 platforms. Let's say I was just trying to post to Instagram. If you'd like to post to all platforms, please turn that on by just turning on all the platforms. They will always default to all the platforms that you have access to. So make sure to turn off any ones that you don't want to post to for any reason. As you can see, our image is now generated down here and it successfully used our logo, the MoFlo logo. This will be the same for you and your account with anything that you experience when you create with the logo toggle turned on. One more thing I'd like to shout out as well is that you can also upload directly from here or select any files from your library. If you select from library, you'll see all the files, all the images and videos that you can upload to MoSocial. If you click out of here and go back to the upload, you can also upload your own files. This does support uploading video. However, you cannot upload multiple videos and you cannot do videos and photos together, only as they are supported by the platforms. So either video or multiple images. For multiple images, I would change from single image up here to multiple images. Now you can see that this appears and I can actually add multiple. You can combine uploading your own, selecting from library, or choosing any of the ones that are generated for you. And if I want to generate more, I could reprompt and now it's going to replace these images down here. For example, I'm going to choose one of the ones that was generated for me, as well as one of the ones that we generated with the flow bar. And now I can see that these 2 images will be the carousel images for my post. Now I'm going to move on to step 3. This is where we actually choose how to post. As you can see here, we've suggested some good times for you, or you can let Flow choose, which will choose an optimal time to send it out. Or you can post now. The last option, especially if you don't have any accounts connected yet, is just saving to drafts. This means you can use that at any point in the future and post it whenever you like, or maybe you're not the decision maker to be able to post, so you want to save it to drafts so that somebody in your company can approve and post it out on their own timing. As you can see here on the post page, you can also turn this off or on with the preview. If it's playing, then it will filter through each of them and show you what it looks like on the different platforms. If you turn this off, then it will stop on whatever platform it's currently on. If you want to look at the images in the carousel, you can also use these arrows to easily see all the images in the carousel. What I'm going to do here is save this one to drafts. As you can see, we were redirected to our post page, and now I can see my draft that is saved. Now there is still one final page to show you guys on MoSocial, the new calendar page. If I go over to the calendar page, I'll be able to see all of my scheduled and posted posts. As you can see, this is a posted one, and we have nothing currently scheduled out. For our posted ones, we can view any of these posts and see what was posted. For any scheduled ones, we can do the exact same. And if I'd like to slot in a new post to add it, for example, for today, where we don't currently have one, I'm going to get some suggested times, or I can choose a custom time. Let's say I wanted to post at 6 p.m. I think that's a good suggestion. I'm going to select that time, and now I can see all those drafts that I have. For example, this was the draft that we just created. What I'm going to do is click schedule on that, and then you can see what platforms it's publishing to. Once I'm comfortable with the platforms, I can click schedule, and that will now schedule the post out for 6 p.m. and put it correctly on my calendar. We'll wait for this to refresh very quickly. And as I can see, there it is. I can now see my post scheduled for 6 p.m. and I can view the post and look at the captions by platform. Let's say you're very active and you're doing multiple posts a day. You can also go to the week view and see it here. So you can see all of your posts by each day in that week, and you can easily change the week up here in the right. That finalizes all of our updates to MoSocial. Now I'm going to navigate over to MoMail. Similarly to MoSocial, we've made some really great updates to MoMail. The view will feel roughly the same. Anything that you've exported recently will stay down here. Any recent drafts you've created will be up here. And you can also see all of the drafts that you have currently on the left side. I'm going to go over to create a new email. Here, I can see the two different types, email and newsletter. Once again, I can start with a topic, which will give me some suggestions, same as MoSocial, or I can go straight into my own prompt in the prompting bar. I'm going to choose one of the pre-created ones, which is a thank you email to a MoFlo small business customer celebrating their 1-year anniversary and acknowledging their loyalty. Great. It created the email for me. Here, I can expand by looking at the whole email in this view, or I can edit any of the email content by simply deleting and typing here. Then, if you have Mailchimp connected, you can export directly to Mailchimp, or I can just simply save the email back to my MoFlo account, as well as downloading in any format that I would like. For now, I'm just going to save this email. It saved it straight to my account, and now I'm back on the emails tab. Now, I'm going to switch gears over to MoBlogs. On MoBlogs, I'm going to load into the new Blogs tab. This will show all the blogs that I have currently drafted, as well as any of the ones I have published to my website, and any recent ones that I've been working on. If I'd like to create a new blog, I click on Create Blog, or I can navigate over to the Blog Create page. When I click Create Blog, I can now see my 3 options: blog, case study, and article. For these, I can click on topics once again to come up with some ideas of what I might actually want to use, or I can describe my own idea down here. For now, I'm going to describe my own idea, and once again, I'm going to stick with our dogs theme. Now that our content has generated, I can now see the entire blog here on the right side, as well as the title at the top. If I'd like to edit anything in here, I can simply delete it or modify it in any way that I would like to by adding my own text. I can also expand to see the whole view, so I can read the entire blog. I can also do one additional thing in MoBlogs, which is attach an image. Currently, we don't support generating images for MoBlogs, but that will be coming. For now, you can upload an image from your device for the blog, or you can choose an image from your library. So if you create images in MoSocial and you think they would be good for a blog header image, I could also just choose one of the ones we created earlier. Then from there, if I'd like to crop it, keep in mind that any photos for a blog header will be 16 by 9. And then I can crop it to the exact height or orientation that I would like. For this one, I'm going to crop it to about right here. I think that would be a great header image for our dog's blog. Great. So now I can see the preview image, and I can see the blog that's going with it. If I have my WordPress website already connected, I can simply click Publish to WordPress. That means the blog will now be live on my website. Let's say I'm going to wait on it though. I can also save the blog or download it as a certain file type and send it to anybody in my org. For now, I'm going to save the blog so it saves it as a draft straight to our blogs page. And as you can see, we were redirected right to blogs, and here is the blog. If you'd like to export it here, you can also do that. You can modify it, delete it, anything from here. Or if I click on it, I can actually just see the image as well as the entire blog, and I can still publish it directly from here or publish it easily from right here. Once I publish it, it'll show up right here in my publish section, which shows all the blogs that are currently published to my website from MoFlo. Outside of those app updates, I have a few smaller updates that I'd like to share with you. If I navigate over here to notifications, you can now see that we've vastly improved notifications. You can also directly go to your notification settings and easily change any of the emails that you are getting from MoFlo Cloud. I can also just show only the unread notifications. This really gives you an idea of everyone across your whole team space in MoFlo Cloud and what they're working on and what they're doing. I can also filter specifically by app to see just notifications for those apps. But you will also see notifications such as knowledge being created, as well as other improvements and updates we do over time. If I navigate over here, you can see that in my profile, we've actually changed the menu a little bit. This is where my profile information is, for me personally. I can also go to security where I can change my password. For notifications, we've vastly improved the experience. You can toggle off which email notifications you'd like to get. Currently, I have mine set to off, but I do suggests that you have yours set to on so you get every single update from MoFlo Cloud. If I go over to my apps, I can see my general settings as well as my profiles for MoSocial, my Mailchimp account for MoMail, as well as the website I'm connected to for MoBlogs. If I go over to the users tab, we have also improved this experience. I can manage all of my users and invite new users to my company. Currently, this does not cost you anything, so I recommend inviting anybody that would be useful for being on MoFlo Cloud at your company. I can also navigate over to billing, where I can see what plan I'm on, my active apps, and my payment method. This now concludes the updates that we've made to MoFlo Cloud. We're super excited for the future of MoFlo Cloud and the updates that we launched in this release, and we hope you enjoy them too. Thank you for choosing MoFlo.